What is up, guys? Abu here today, and we've got some more news. We got some first cards and translated from the Vmax Rising set. But let's first talk about what is the Vmax Rising set. This is a Japanese mini set, right? Because Japan's set are being constructed with mini sets, right? So our big sets are few Japanese mini sets, and the Vmax Rising Japanese mini set is the set that comes out the same day as our Sword and Shield set. But the cards from that set, cards from that set are going to be in our May set, so keep that in mind as we're going to talk about it, because those are really cool cards. And of course, if you want all those cards later IRL, or if you like purchasing stuff IRL, down there below there is a nice link to the TCG player that you can use and actually also support the channel. But also all this news, like the whole thing, is the courtesy of the pokebeach.com that I highly recommend you checking out yourself. So let's go. I'm going to be over here, bam. And that is the news, right? The Turtle Burning Scar full bucket from Vmax Rising. Again, Vmax Rising, the mini set from Japan, that it will come out on February 7th, but for us, it's gonna come out in our May set. So first things first, let's take a look at the Turf Field, right? The Turf Field. Let's take a look at this card, this bad boy over here. Card, alright, it's a stadium card, right? It looks okay, definitely the graphics looks exactly how you would think it's gonna look like, and honestly it's a grass type, so we might actually see that we might have more support towards the grass type and a water type in the May set that we had ever before, so this might actually make some fans happy. Alright, so let's take a look at the card because the art is beautiful. It says Turf Field Trainer card, right? Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a grass type evolution Pokemon, reveal it and put it into their hand. So this is really cool. For the grass type stage 2s for Rillaboom deck, that is a savior stadium, because not only will have incense, right, but also something like that. Really cool, really good. Well, just speed things up, you kind of guarantee yourself a turn to Rillaboom or any other grass type stage 2, which is quite cool and really good card. So let's go, let's take a look over here. We've got a Burning Scarf. This is a tool card. Again, I must admit, like the art style of Sword and Shield is really good. I do like that. It represents what it is exactly. You look at it, you don't have to even see the translation, you know what the card is doing, what the tool is doing. But what it does is you attach it to one of your Pokemon, of course, and if the fire type Pokemon this card is attached to is damaged by the opponent attack, the attacking Pokemon is now burned. And this also opens many possibilities, right? It's additional 20 damage, right, and that's gonna happen, or 40 if you're not gonna flip the coin, and maybe even more. But also if there's anything that benefits from the conditions that are being put on the Pokemon, that's great, right? We've got decks like that. We got a Mook, we've got a Grimmer, right? We've got those, and actually Mook and Grimmer, I've been working on that deck today. You might actually see it in the next few days on the YouTube channel, so definitely a great card over here. And well, fire type, again, is receiving a great card. Next is a full bucket for the water type, as you can see, and again, this represents exactly what it does, and actually, maybe not represents what it does, but it represents the card well and for what type it is. Honestly, another great art, great trainer card. It's an item card, not a tool. And let's take a look what it does. So search your deck for 2 water type energies, reveal them and put them into your hand. Really good. I mean, honestly, just like a little bit better energy spinner for the water type, which is quite good, and I can actually, go behind the card like that. It's not bad, and it kind of works, right? It kind of works for what it is. Then we got those more interesting cards, which are the 3 V cards, Vmax cards, I should say. And the first is a Rillaboom Vmax, a really clear image of the Rillaboom Vmax. It looks gorgeous, you must admit. But let's take a look what it does. Like, we know this is 50 damage, right, with no tags at all, so this is quite easy to guess. 330 HP, this is crazy, right? Weakness to fire type, but let's take a look at this attack over here that says 130 plus. It's called a Grand Drum Roll. It's 130 plus damage. You may discard up to 3 grass type energies from this Pokemon, and you do 50 damage more for each energy you discarded this way. Okay, I don't see it, at least right now, as an OP attack. I don't see it as an attack that will one-shot something, because the caps is like what? Okay, it might actually one-shot the Vmax if you have... No, because it's up to 3, so it's 150, 280 damage. That's the cap, which is not bad. You know, it doesn't actually knock out the Vmaxes, which is quite good. So definitely, you know, they are adding the HP, but the attacks are not as crazy as you would think they are. Let's take a look, of course, in the Retreat 3. Let's take a look at the Cinderace Vmax that was revealed, and those are 2 attacks right now. Of course, weakness to water type, and let's take a look. So first one is fire type and colorless. It's a counter of 30 plus. If this Pokemon was damaged by an attack during their last turn, this attack additional does the same amount of damage to your open... Ooh, that... Oh boy, that is... Wow, that is insane. So let's say you've been damaged by Rillaboom, right? So this is, let's say, Rillaboom with full attack, 280 damage. Now you're dealing 30 plus that for only 2 energy. That is insane. All right, that is really, really good. So people will have to, we'll have to start watching how much damage we do inflict on this Vmax. Definitely a great card, loving that. Let's take a look at the Grand Fireball, the second attack. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned, 170. So not really something that you would go for, like, so you go kind of for the Fireball at first, then, you know, you get hit and you just hit back for 2 energies. Really good. I love it. And again, to retreat cost, and let's take a look at Inteleon Vmax. Looking good, looking gorgeous. For 1 water type, it's a Hydro Snipe, 60 damage. Return an energy card from an opponent's active Pokemon to their hand. Not a bad, especially, you know, that it says an energy, so you can actually do that with Aurora energy. You can actually do that for any other energy and just mess with them a little bit. I thought this attack, you know, like Hydro Snipe, is going to snipe something, but I think that's going to be the second attack. For 160 damage, we've got a Grand Bullet that says 160 damage, and you may do 60 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Alright, definitely, you know, not a bad attack, and with all the support that water type gets, it might actually do some nice bench damage. But I feel like this Hydro Snipe should be just 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, and you may discard that energy, but that would be too OP. I think that would be just too crazy to that. So I do think out of all those 3, like, the damage, you know, definitely goes to Rillaboom, but holy moly, you know, that fire type is definitely getting a boost again. So guys, what do you think about those cards? I do want to know what do you think about those cards from this V Rising set, and how do you feel about them? Let me know in the comment section down there below. Also down there below, 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. So goodbye, good night, Raven loves it, and see you guys on Twitch. Bye.